As a true journalist,
Mm-hmm.
nothing goes without fact, right?
Yeah.
Now you're saying journalists are just writing things in jail based off what they've seen on social media or videos or whatever. And you're
Yeah.
saying that's what killed journalism.
You must state your source and say, OG said this and that about Rashid. We called Rashid and he said no comment. That story has a direction. It's not like me writing stuff like as a journalist, writing like I know what I'm talking about. I have proof, I've confirmed.
From the old school, you know me, all about the culture like Rashid and OG. Like, subscribe and tell your whole street. Load this next episode with love for the whole team, yeah. Let's get serious for the free period. And drop a link in the comments cause we hearing it. Shout out to OG, shout out to Rash K. Set a new standard, other bars in the ashtray.
Yo, we're back at it like crack addicts. You know what time it is. It's the one and only OG triple. Hanging out with the head nigga in charge for the best podcast in the land. Yo, we speak everything hip-hop and everything not hip-hop. You know what I'm saying?
Run down the road, tell them Rashid says so. The HNIC, we're out here. Episode 86, baby.
Damn, we've been moving. 86?
Yeah.
Look, apologies to everyone. You know, the real students. They've been. We haven't given class for like 2 weeks, I think.
Yeah. Because we usually shoot on the weekend, and I've been going to Durban back to back. You know, last Friday I attended this Java and Big Zulu conference. They're dropping a collab album.
I saw that. Thanks for the invite, by the way.
I was invited.
Thanks for our invite.
Your invite.
Yeah.
Nigga, you in media.
Well, nah.
It was a media launch.
Oh, okay. All right. Now I know when I get my +1s, I ain't hitting you up. Nothing.
Nigga, you didn't
I
invite
see
me
where
to
you
your
stand.
YFM shit.
I
Remember
see
when
where
you did?
stand, cuz.
Remember when you guys did that YFM shit there in the Eastern?
Oh,
I didn't get an invite.
Live.
Yes.
Oh, so this is payback.
Payback time, baby.
Fuck this nigga, right? Done. Okay, I got you.
You know what I mean? And on
So
Saturday,
Java's-
and on Saturday, attended Java's concert, State Theatre on Saturday. Too dope.
Yeah, how was that, dog? Like,
It was too fresh.
what made it dope? Why was it dope?
Like it was a one-man show.
Really?
It
No
was-
supporting acts? Fuck on.
Supporting acts on stage as features.
Okay.
Yeah.
So no like
You know,
opening act.
Java will give you a one-man show.
Word. How it was packed, empty,
It was sold out
sold out.
days before.
State Theatre, where is that?
In
Yeah.
Pretoria.
Oh,
Yeah. So, yeah, it was beautiful, man.
yeah.
You know,
How's that Java and Big Zulu collab?
that's Java and Big Zulu collab.
Be honest.
It's no, I'm not the target market. It's not even it's not even this Java sound. It's not even the ATM.
Word.
It's not even hip hop. I think it's some Afro traditional rural. You know, like KZN people are gonna love it, especially from the countryside, from the rural.
So is it more Maskandi-ish?
It's Maskandi-ish, Nkabi-ish,
Nkabi-ish?
yeah, Ushun.
Oh, Shun.
Yeah, like
I sort of feel you. I get you.
yeah, the Brentwood gang from the villages. They're
And
gonna
my
relate to the even with the type of messages and the
lingo.
titles, the lingo. Like
If you don't drive a taxi, you don't even
people from the villages are gonna love it and they're gonna relate.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I feel you.
Yeah.
That's an honest review, Sham. You said it nicely that it's trash, you know what I mean?
No, it's not
Said it in
trash.
a
No,
nice way.
it's not trash.
As a if it was a hip hop album.
You can't
which
rate
is
it as
not,
a hip hop album
which
because
is not.
it's not a hip hop album.
But it's not for your ear, you said.
I'm not a target market.
You're not the target market.
Yeah.
What's the difference between trash and I'm not the target market?
It's like no matter how dope Maskandi is, it won't interest me.
But is it not then to your ear trash?
No, it's not.
Why not?
Because
you
it's-
can't listen to it.
you can't. No, there's a lot of I don't listen to heavy metal. I don't listen to rock. There's a lot of genres I don't listen to.
Sure.
Not because they trash, because I
Because?
can't relate to. I don't like the sound.
Because it's trash.
No,
To your ear.
it's not trash.
I feel like for me, when I listen
Mm-hmm.
to music and I have to change the song because it's not sounding good, effectively what I'm saying is it's a trash song.
No, it's not.
What am I saying?
That's the wrong.
I'm
that's
saying it's not for my ear.
Yeah.
What does that mean, dog?
It means I don't like it.
Which means it's trash.
No, it's not. It's
Shit.
not.
I don't know why you're trying to be nice, dog.
No, I'm not trying to
You
be
can't
nice.
be nice. You've been mean for the past week. When did your diss track drop?
It's not a diss track. It's a public service
been-
announcement.
you've been upset for the past week, and now
Yeah.
you don't admit when something is trash. It's trash.
No, it's not. It's not. Trust me, it's not. I don't listen to Ladysmith Black Mambazo, but I know they're not trash.
No, but you can listen to Ladysmith back. Like it's not like if I play you a Ladysmith song right now,
Mm-hmm.
you won't be like, nah, turn that shit off, right? But if I play you some Slipknot shit, you're gonna be like, turn that shit off.
Who?
Slipknot,
Yeah.
them rock star niggas, Korn or whoever. You know what I mean?
No, not if you're gonna push it down my throat. If like, oh, one song or two,
You
hear this
see?
guy, this guy.
No, I'm not telling you. We chilling, kick back, and I'm playing music, and I go from Ladysmith. You be like, shit, I haven't heard Ladysmith in a minute. Because
No,
it's
like,
not trash.
when we're chilling, we don't dictate. We pass the aux. You play whatever the shit you like. You know,
Yes.
and then you give me the aux. I play whatever I like.
But if it's whack, if like your song is absolutely terrible,
Mm-hmm.
the room is gonna be like, nah, dog, turn that shit down.
It's all about the vibe.
No, dog.
You can't out of nowhere a room full of hip hop niggas, then you play Maskandi and expect them to vibe to it.
I'm not expecting them to vibe to it.
What do you
If I play
expect
you-
for-
If I play you a Ladysmith song in
Mm-hmm.
a group of hip hop niggas, they'll appreciate it and they'll listen to it. But if I play something that's not for their ear, they will be like, yo, turn that trash down. It's trash.
No, it's not. You know, let me tell you what used to happen. I'd be in a car with Big Zulu. We'd fight over playing hip hop or Maskandi. Because he
Yeah.
doesn't listen to hip hop. I don't listen to Maskandi. Without any trash talk. It's choices and preferences. You know, like I wanna play some Kuzani. I'm like, no, I wanna play some Super Mega. You know, that's the difference. Not because the other one is trash. It's choices.
Choices.
Yeah.
All right, cool, man. Now you can keep that convo going, man. Because I just feel like if you don't like it, it's probably trash.
Nah.
Not even if it's not for your ear, then it's probably whack.
You can't.
It's whack to you, maybe not to everybody else.
No. It's not whack. It's not trash. But you just don't vibe with it. You don't like it. You know.
I don't
You
know.
can't like
We're
everything.
gonna-
You can't
we're gonna
like
disagree.
everything.
We're gonna agree to disagree on this one.
Why do you mainly listen to hip hop?
Because I feel something when I listen to hip hop.
So you feel that the other stuff is trash.
Yeah. Like
You're talking shit.
Hear me out,
shit.
hear me out, right? Hear me out, right? So any song, piano for instance,
Mm-hmm.
there are piano songs that I really like. You know what I'm saying? And I can listen to them. Then there's piano songs that as soon as it starts playing, I'm like, it's trash. It's not for my ear, which means it's trash. It sucks.
It's not a playground. You don't listen to it like you listen to hip hop. You know.
I have my
you can't.
I
You
have my
can't.
opinion.
Okay. You know what? You know what I'd do sometimes. I'd put a hip hop playlist and drive from Joburg to Durban,
Yeah.
playing hip hop. Can you do that with piano or any other genre?
No, I could never
You
do
see,
that.
not because it's trash, because it's not your lane.
No, it's
I
too
know,
whack
nigga.
For my ear.
Nah,
it's
never.
too whack for me to play a 6-hour trip of just piano. That for my ear is not.
But you
which
can
means
play
I
6-hour
find that
trip
whack.
of hip hop.
Which, you know what I mean? I'm in my comfort zone. That's where I'm at. Like I'm happy. Though.
Yes,
You know what I'm
yes.
saying? The same way a piano guy can play 6 hours of piano all the way there.
That's exactly what I'm saying. There's a
I-
different strokes for different folks.
Yes. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. So my opinion is that when I don't like a song, it is trash automatically.
Your opinion is not a fact. But let's move on.
We should, man. On that note, man.
Yeah.
Big R.I.P. Maybe we'll have a toast to the man.
Yeah.
You know, Costa. R.I.P. to Costa Titch. We lost another one, dog.
I never heard anything. It was like so quiet. I didn't hear anything about the memorial service or the funeral. Did you hear anything?
No. They did some stuff. Like, I think last week, there was something where they had a memorial for him. I saw Titch Gang was out there, all in their green and black.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that, but it wasn't like out there.
I mean, it's like, I mean,
It was internal.
yeah. I mean, he had his crew. He had the Titch Gang. You know, when you talk about a cult following, if you're gonna sell that many records, you got people that go and fuck with your shit every time you drop. You know what I mean? And I think those are the people that were there for that. It's not like a mega situation where the whole country is involved.
Yeah.
Costa had his people, and Costa had people that just didn't fuck with him either. You know what I mean? So big shout out to all of his homies, man. Bo Alpha Cat, Benny Chill, Shampuru, all the guys that helped him make the music and give us the leave us with whatever legacy he's left us with.
Yeah.
So they did do something. I'm not sure when the funeral happened. We didn't get a lot of coverage over that.
Yeah, no, there was not much.
Yo, I wanted to actually talk about, based on this Costa's passing, this thing of us being able to see people actually leaving, you know, like on social media. I'm not about it, bruh. Like, we saw AK get shot. We saw homie fall off the stage. Like, what is that doing to us mentally? Like, me, I can't keep taking it in, dog.
It's been happening, man. Like from the state side, we've seen rappers die live on camera.
I don't even watch those niggas die.
I don't like watching those videos, but now it's a trend because like there's phone cameras everywhere. There's CCTV everywhere. You know, like footage is everywhere of everything.
Nah, doggy.
You
I
know?
don't think that's okay, my nigga.
Like with Costa, he was performing and the phones were out. Nobody knew he was gonna die there and then.
True.
Yeah.
True. But like, does it have to come out? Is there no way these fucking social media platforms can flag like those kinds of things? Like, they're not gonna show ISIS chopping a dude's head off, right? But they can show us AKA getting shots in the head. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
I think they need to do something, you know. But I don't think it's gonna help because they can warn you.
at least warn
Yeah,
me,
graphic image or
that's
hide
okay. Blur
image
it out.
or,
Like,
or
they
whatever.
do that sometimes.
Yeah.
For sensitive view. Do that.
Yeah,
I can't be scrolling up. I see, because it's Twitter, right?
yeah.
So Twitter, you be scrolling, you see some beautiful girl.
But that's
you
when.
see some fat ass,
But that's
and
when
then all of a sudden,
when
bam,
they
there's a nigga
warn
getting shot
you
in the
not
head.
to watch. That's when people watch.
They shouldn't warn niggas at all.
They shouldn't warn niggas.
I don't want to keep seeing it like this. I won't lie to you, dog.
Niggas wanna go the opposite direction. Like, what are you hiding?
And you're right. I'm also clicking on that shit.
You know what I mean?
But I don't want to. I don't want to.
Yeah.
I just feel like, nah, dog. Like, mentally, we're living in a time where people have like proper mental health issues, my dog.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Like,
Yeah.
abantu bayagula, dog. And now, our phones are just making it so much worse. And I just feel like, yo, Jam, it's even worse now. It's like celebrities, you know, where you can see it happen. Like, you saw it happen. Like, there's no video of city lights that we've seen, right?
Yeah.
There's no video of dimples that we've seen. But we've seen somebody, we've seen a dog. Bruh. Something has to change.
Hopefully. What do you think about the national shutdown that just happened?
I was actually in it, dog.
You
I
were
was
in
caught
it?
in it. Yeah.
Shutting-
When was it? Was it Monday, ne?
It was on Monday.
Yeah, last week. This week, Monday.
This week,
Yeah,
Monday.
it was on Monday. So I was out on Sunday. And I was in Foy's. No, I'm lying. I was in Morningside or somewhere.
Yeah.
And obviously I forgot that next day it's shutting down, but it started early. It started that night. So while we were out, I need to now get back to Joburg, drop a couple of people off, and then head back to the east. I'm told. Go on Twitter. Guyanyiwa, dog. Like, people are getting this gas in Bram.
Yeah,
Newtown is
it actually started the night before in Bram and early hours of the morning.
For real.
Yeah.
What? Jam. So I'm thinking I can't go home now because And I'm stuck in Morningside. There's nothing I can do.
Yeah.
Obviously decide if we're gonna be stuck here, we go out, we go drink, bump some hip hop. I forgot where we went, but it was a nice hip hop joint in close to Rivonia there by the palace. Yeah, drink. Number 4, decide no, it's time for me to try and go home.
Yeah.
Cops everywhere, people everywhere, tires are burning all the way back to CBD.
Yeah.
Get to CBD, I drop people off. Now I'm trying to head back to the east. On my way, I bump into some cops. They going in the opposite direction. Those niggas are like, whoa, we're happy. But don't take this way. Follow us. I'm thinking, shit, this is some serious shit.
Yeah, it was hectic. It was hectic, man.
That night. But the next morning, it seemed like nothing was going on, dog.
Yeah, a lot of people stayed away. It was more like a stay away than a march, you know.
Because there was no like heavy violence.
There was no violence. There was no looting. But you check, most of the malls were closed. You go to Sandton, it was empty.
Yeah.
You know, the taxi ranks, the taxis were parked. There was no people. People were just chilling at home.
I was in the crib, dog. Where were you? Here, Franklin.
I went to the CBD, then I went back home. I didn't go to work. I was supposed to do a radio show on Monday. I didn't go.
So my takes in jail.
No. It was a stay away. I was participating. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
you're tired of all this shit.
I'm tired of this bullshit.
But now you guys did it for one day.
Yeah.
It was one day.
It was supposed to be
now
one day.
We literally shot
it was supposed
this
to be,
episode and load shedding cut everything.
It was supposed to be. That's how the government will play you. 3 days before the shutdown, there was no electricity. There was no load shedding. I mean, there was no load shedding.
Load shedding till today.
Yeah,
we're shooting right now.
There was no load shedding. That was a strategy to say, okay, there's electricity. We can stay home and watch Netflix or whatever movies and not go to the march. That was their card they were playing.
Shit.
That's the card they were playing.
Shit. That's smart.
You know, but they were like so transparent because we could see through them. Okay, this is why.
You still didn't go much.
This is why they doing this, and guys like Bombalula, they were tweeting all day. Even the ANC, I think they released statements, media statements, like 4 of them about the shutdown. So the government stopped doing everything and focus on the shutdown. You know, on Monday, Mbalula was tweeting the whole day about this shutdown is a flop. He was trying to spread propaganda and which didn't work. You know.
Yep. I think people still.
People marched.
People still.
You know,
marched.
it was not the highest numbers, but it was effective.
But that's what I'm saying too. Even the fact that they're saying no violence, none. There was a bit of violence, like I'm saying on Sunday night, coming into Monday morning.
Yeah.
I think it all calmed down after that, and then obviously they marched peacefully.
Yeah.
Shout out to EFF for that one. You know. But I think the biggest message here, my dog.
And then they took out all those cops for nothing. The following day, they were back to certifying documents.
Even right now, nothing's changed. That's what I was saying. Sharp, I understand we marched. We marched, right?
Yeah.
But to what effect? Bullshit. To nothing.
No, the thing is, the white media will never tell you how economy was affected. You know, because they're trying to make it look like the shutdown was not successful.
If there's no looting.
Yeah, if the taxis are not operational, the malls are closed. How much money did the country lose on that day?
A lot.
The white media will never tell you that.
Yeah, they can't.
They want to make you think like this thing was a flop, which it wasn't.
That's what you were saying. Like the government fully focused on diminishing this protest.
Yeah, as if it didn't matter.
And they were lucky this time because there was no looting. If there was, it wasn't that much. Not a lot. I didn't hear of mass.
And what do you think about the Nhlanhla Lux situation?
I was telling you before the podcast. I saw that story, but I couldn't really follow it because I'm just hearing that's bullshit. And you know me, when I hear Gakak, then I don't really follow that shit too much. But
And
if it was like
Peggy like wasted time. He went there. He was
but
there.
also, Tlantla told everyone that his house got bombed. Wouldn't we want someone to go check his whole family out, make sure everyone's cool?
Yeah.
Right? Wouldn't we want someone to go to Tlantla's house if his whole family died because they bombed his house? You know what I mean? I'm concerned if that really happened. But when I heard that there's too many stories around it.
So there's no consequences lying to the nation and the
it's
cops use their resources and time to come check the lies.
Dog, it's a dumbass distraction to what's really going down.
Yeah.
Like, why do we need to give a fuck about what Tlantla Lux is doing? You know what I mean? If he's not at SA Hip Hop Awards,
No, I'm saying why would the government drop everything, like whatever they were doing, and then they attend that thing
You just told me that the government fully focused for one day on this thing,
on that situation.
You know what I'm saying? So they'll throw Biggie Cele in that cribs,
and they lied. They you know they tried to spread the propaganda that this is gonna be anarchy, looting, violence. They were trying. They really try to scare the people.
I swear, dog. You know what
and the media ran with it. When are we gonna talk about journalism?
We're getting there.
Okay.
We're segueing. My thing is, it's like a part of me. This is my opinion. It's just an opinion, not facts.
Yeah.
Allegedly, I think them niggas is all working together, dog. Tlantla, government, bonk and shit. It's just like, yo, this is what we need to do because this is what's happening here.
What happened to Stone?
Leave Stone out of this shit. Leave Stone out of this shit. I don't want to gossip about Stone.
It's not a gossip. It was out there. It was out there.
Yeah, he just said fuck EFF. I don't see anything wrong with a nigga tweeting whatever he wants to tweet.
It got cooked though.
You guys let the homie tweet all the time.
Yeah, he got cooked though.
It's fine. Like, if you tweet some shit, they'll cook you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm always factual.
But whatever you tweet, there's someone in there.
I don't insult people or organizations.
I don't know, man. Fuck you. Is that an insult these days?
Yeah.
Fuck you is a fuck you.
It depends on the tone.
It's a text.
If I say, fuck you, nigga, you're talking shit. That's not an insult.
Maybe that's what he was texting. You all just took it as, fuck you. Maybe it was like, fuck the EFF. That's, you know what I mean? I can say that walking past you, like, fuck the EFF. You know what I mean? Maybe that's what he was trying to say.
But we know that there are people singing for supper.
We don't know that.
We know. Don't you know about influencers who are paid to? They're not objective. You know, they don't even think about. They just singing for supper. They like, okay, I'm paid to say this. I'm gonna say this shit. No matter who says what, I'm gonna stick to it the whole day.
What's wrong with that? You don't fuck with that. Too much misinformation.
It's cool for the influencers, not for the public figures, because you have people following you, people who look up to you. Don't mislead your followers or your people for a paycheck.
Okay, got you. So what you're saying Stone did was paid. He was paid to do that.
I'm not saying he was paid. I'm saying there's a lot of like influential people singing for supper.
I get you.
Yeah.
But we can't confirm that. Like, we don't know who gets paid for what. We're assuming that, like I'm saying with this tweet, we don't know if homie was paid to tweet that. You know what I mean? It's his opinion.
No, I'm not saying he was. No, it's his opinion. I'm not saying he was. I'm saying there's a lot of influential people
that get paid to tweet that kind of shit.
Yes. Especially when the elections are coming. You're going to see a lot of people like aligning themselves with whoever paid them.
Hey, politics is some bullshit, dog.
Yeah.
But it segues definitely into our class session. Can Trip hit the bell, please?
Yeah.
And please hit it on time, Trippy. That shit hit while we were in class. All the students was like, yo, where the bell at?
You know what I mean?
Dog, based off what we're speaking about right now, let's speak about journalism, right? And for me, based on what you just said, has social media allowed all of us to just become journalists?
But that's not proper journalism. Like I think journalism is dead.
Yeah.
You know, Because I can tweet anything, and then it will make the headlines and all the bloggers without even verifying, like the Nhlanhla story.
I got you.
Not even one journalist followed that story to verify, but they all published it.
That is very true.
Yeah.
That is very true. But my question is now to you, right? When you say it's dead, and I say to you, everyone's become a journalist now. Isn't journalism...
That's not true journalism. Yeah.
Okay, and we'll get to what true journalism is. Wouldn't it be journalism for Rashid and OG here right now, and Rashid faints and passes out, and I go on Twitter and I post the story that Rashid has fainted and passed out in the studio after dropping a diss track? You know? Isn't that journalism? Because like I am the source of the story. Why does it have to be written by some guy who has a degree?
A true journalist will say, OG says, or OG informs us. You know, you don't write it like you confirmed it. Like, oh, Rashid fainted during the set. Like you were there. You know, that's why whenever people are posting something, there's a meme that says, this tweet is useless without a video.
Yes.
Have you seen that?
Yeah.
Because you can say anything.
We need the
But
facts.
we need the evidence.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
So
saying?
if I post the evidence, do I not become the journalist then? Because now I'm posting Rashid actually fainting.
It's the video is evidence. They can write based on that video. That's why when we heard the story about AKA, before the video or the confirmation, I never said anything. You know, I was calling a few people, is it true? Is it true? You know, but the today's journalists, they want to be the first ones to crack the story without even verifying.
And I'm saying, okay, you need the verification. As a true journalist, nothing goes without fact, right?
Yeah.
Now you're saying journalists are just writing things in jail based off what they've seen on social media or videos or whatever. And you're saying that's what killed journalism.
You must state your source and say, OG said this and that about Rashid. We called Rashid and he said no comment. That story has a direction. It's not like me writing stuff like as a journalist, writing like I know what I'm talking about. I have proof, I've confirmed. You know, if it comes from someone else, state your source, you know, and what did you do after hearing that story from your source? You know, did you get a second and third opinion?
Is there a need for journalists if you're saying that anyone can just write whatever they want now? Because now we can't even trust the journalists anymore. The ones who write the stories, they don't even know if the story is like...
Yeah, because they don't know how to filter the stories. I don't know if it's laziness or it's being busy. They can take a tweet, one sentence, and write a full article.
Over some dumb shit, yeah.
You know what I mean? As long as they delivered the deadlines or whatever, you know, it doesn't matter whether they write bullshit or not.
I get now where you're going. So you actually upset with the journalists. You feel like journalists are cucked these days.
They're not doing what they're supposed to do.
You've explained that what they're supposed to do is get the story, get a source, write it in third party or third person or whatever.
I think it's now a norm. You know, when I listen to interviews on radio, like this guy is asking this artist about everything that's on Twitter.
Yep. But that's what I'm saying to you. That's where the journalists are now. Where do you get your news from these days?
What news?
Any news. How did you know about the protest in such detail? Did you read a newspaper? Did you read newspaper's articles?
I was in the CBD.
So you were the journalist for that?
No. I was not there as a journalist.
I just told you a story.
I was there to protest. I was there to protest, not to write stories. What you talking about, nigga?
Yeah, you are the news. You are the news. You
Yeah.
are what the journalists should be writing about.
Yeah.
You know? And for me, if you had your phone out in that situation, I think you'd be the journalist for me, because where I get my news these days is either on my phone or social media. I don't remember the last. I had an argument with some girl. Actually, let me not call her some girl. Shoo, the disrespect to one of the news.
The feminist will come.
Hey, that was disrespectful. She's actually one of the editors for one of the big newspapers, like
Yeah.
South Africa, and we were speaking about when we just announced that we had a new vice president, and she's like, "No, should I send you the newspaper?" And I was like, "What you gonna send me the newspaper for? You think I'm gonna sit down and open the paper and read that shit, like, when I can get this news on my phone, quick access right now?"
Yeah.
So, and I'm getting it now from people who are at that thing,
Yeah.
at Parliament when the announcement is happening. Is that not more valuable as journalism than me waiting the next day to read the story in the paper?
No, like you can with social media and the internet, you don't have to wait for the next day to get the news.
That's what I'm saying, because everybody's a journalist now.
Yeah, but just make sure that
Your sources.
your sources, because even you check these verified houses, media houses, publishing
They write
lies.
They write cack. I saw you were squealing about something on Twitter the other day. Oh no, someone published Zakwe and not Zakwe, it's Java and
It's Java and Big
and
Zoo.
they said that
And everything was wrong.
the name of the album, the dates of the launch,
The single.
the single coming out.
Yeah.
How do you write that cuck, dog? Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying to you.
And those people are there.
There's no need for them niggas no more.
Those people, if you can't get hold of Java, like ask the 1020 cartel.
To drop a statement. for you,
yes.
Give you something.
You know, somebody's running that. Like, ask questions. When is the album? How many songs? What is happening?
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
get the full details
Yep.
before you publish. Don't
Yep.
publish rumors.
Yep. One thing I was taught, shout out to the Y Academy. A lot of us in the industry have come through that fucking academy. So shout out to them. Is when you get a story,
Yeah,
you have to get all the research done.
yeah,
You have to get both sides of the story and then
True.
find the truth
Mhm.
and then get your story and then put that out. And that's how you do journalism.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Nowadays, it's just like, yo, I got this. Rashid said, so I don't even have to verify that shit. Like,
Clickbaiting is big.
I'm gonna post it because I need
Clickbaiting
people
is
to follow me.
big. Clickbaiting is big.
because I need niggas to follow me.
Yeah. And Colbert is the master of
Ah,
clickbait.
that's the G. Big shout out to Colbert, man.
Colbert, shout out to Colbert.
Big shout out to Colbert.
Colbert
Much
will
love.
kill you with the caption.
I saw what he did to you with that. So was that bad journalism, right? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it now.
Yeah.
Let me get to the point. So Colbert drops. So we knew that you were gonna drop the joint.
Yeah.
I know. I hadn't heard the song at all. I just knew that you were gonna drop something.
Yeah.
But you never told us that, or told me that it was gonna be a diss track.
Mm-hmm.
You dropped it. You sent it to us. I bumped it. And I was like, nah, it's just Rashid talking shit as usual. When Colbert dropped it, that's when I realized that it's actually bigger than what I thought it was.
Yeah.
Young Todd. His caption was very detailed and somehow misleading. Right?
Yeah.
Does that not qualify him as a journalist because he put the story out?
He is a journalist.
Even though he doesn't have a degree or...
Colbert is a journalist, but sensationalizing journalist.
Yes.
You know, it's one of those, when you see print media, when you see the headlines on the billboards, saying
Yeah.
president dead. You don't know which one. That's clickbaiting. You know,
You don't know if it's from a PZ or-
maybe they're talking about the president of an NGO,
Trump.
of an NGO somewhere.
Some church.
But you're not gonna buy the newspaper if they say, "Hey, the president of the NGO passed away."
Why would I click onto that shit, dog?
You know
No
what I'm
ways.
saying? President dead. You're gonna
kills me,
click
bro.
on it. That's
He
clickbaiting.
killed me. The other day he posted Jay Jody dropped the album, right? And there's a song called Loot Love.
Yeah.
And this nigga found a clip somewhere where someone was talking about Loot Love. And I said, what the fuck is going on here? But that is journalism.
That's
today's
journalism. And Colbert is good at it because I think he knows every podcast, every episode, every topic. Once there's something happening, he'll go find a clip.
That's fucked up, dog.
He'll go
That's
find a
fucking
clip
crazy.
for that.
I like Colbert. You need to
he's
relax.
killing
You
it.
need to get a job at ENCA or something.
Man.
You know what I mean?
They need to hire
quit that
him.
engineering shit you be doing, guys. That shit ain't working.
No, he's killing it. But that shows you how much journalism is dead. If somebody with no qualification, with no experience, can go into journalism and kill it.
Dog. These parody sites, right? Bo, Barry Roo.
Yeah.
I feel like whoever's behind those is someone who's probably a journalist.
Yeah.
Well informed. They seem like they do their research. They don't just post gag. They post
Besides,
shit that's like,
those guys, it's easy to leak in because they're in the shadows. It's easy to leak out information through them. I inbox you a story, with the facts, but I don't want to be known. I DM you, and you post it, and you get the shine.
But now you don't know if that's fact though. Those niggas know that this is fact. Like whatever they post, they don't.
Yeah, they know. They know.
Like this comes straight from Mbax. You know, Mbax said this, and they've got the video.
Yeah, I know because at some point I was running a big guy Twitter account. I've spoken to these niggas.
You were running the burner. You had a burner.
No, social media account
For what?
for somebody big in the industry.
Oh.
So I've received some of these things from these parody accounts. Saying no, for this and that I charge this much.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so they get their money like that. Like, hey, take this story out, leave my name out, and yeah, that's how they get their stories.
I hear you. Let's move on to what we live. Hip hop journalism.
Hip hop journalism.
Is it dead or alive? The bloggers is out here. The hip hop podcasts are out here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Is hip hop journalism a thing? It used to be. I mean, it had that.
Yeah, I think there's few real ones left. Like the Masterclass
Shoo.
podcast, the Sobering podcast,
Shout outs.
and one of my favorite hip hop journalists, Sabelo Mkabela, is one of the real ones. Sabza is one of the real ones.
There's a lot, man. I think it's a hip hop on the grind.
Yeah, SA hip hop on the grind.
Yeah, they've got a part as well. There's a couple of homies that keep the culture.
Yeah,
Keep the culture going.
the people who disappoint a lot are hip hop bloggers. Hip hop bloggers will take a tweet and make a story. Sometimes they are paid to post things. Hey, here's my album. Here's a 200. Post up on my album or post up on my single. So
I get that.
So that journalism is what we were talking about, like singing for supper. It doesn't matter what you put out there as long as you paid to talk nice about it. You know what I mean?
It's about the money.
It's
money then messed up a little bit with the hip hop journalism. Like we don't get the true stories.
We don't get the true stories. We don't get the true stories. Somebody posted the highest streamed songs, and I countered that, like, but have you ever heard of Yugen Black Rock? Screenshot here her numbers. On your list she's supposed to be number 3,
And she's not even on the
but
list.
she's not even on the top 10.
And then
How much do you know about SA hip hop? You know what I mean? No,
Journalism is off.
Zero research done.
It's actually the Untwana always squeals about it is the fact that niggas wanna rate things and talk about music and critique music, but you actually have no knowledge of just South African music.
You have
You
no
don't know
knowledge of
who's
South
the-
African
who's
music.
the highest streamed artist in our country at the moment.
Yeah.
You don't know who's the best selling hip hop artist at the moment. You know what I mean?
Research, like
You have no idea.
study the history. How far back can you go?
And then you want to drop us a top 10.
What do you
list
know? How
of
much?
what?
How much do you know about Black Noise? How much do you know about Prophets of the City? How much do you know about Karamo? All the way, Amu, Selvin, Township Frequency, you know, Squatter Camp, Tear
H2O,
Gas,
all them
H2O, coming all the way. How far back can you go? As a
For
hip hop
you-
journalist, how far back did you do any research? Did you study any South African hip hop history? You know what I'm saying?
And back to the point, I love the point that you're making now.
Yeah.
For someone, one of the students who's like, you know what, Rashid, you're right. I want to learn about SA hip hop.
Yeah.
Where do I even start? Where is there a book I can read? Is there a masterclass I can go watch? Is there like where is the hip hop history documented? SA hip hop history documented for someone to be well informed enough to be able to make a decision on who the top 10 MCs are in the country.
I think for
In
now,
today's
for a starter, you can watch the masterclass podcast from episode 1.
Because gang,
By the time you catch up, you'll be rich with knowledge when it comes to SA hip hop.
it's a book.
Yeah, it's a book. Number 2, there's a book I'm gonna publish this year. You know, which is everything.
Slick on some, you owe him,
Which is
dog.
100% SA hip hop. Everything you need to know about SA hip hop will be on that book.
Word up.
You know what I'm saying? Number 3, SA Hip Hop Museum in Newtown, Johannesburg will open soon. So that's another place to visit. You know, there'll be touch screens, there'll be everything on the wall, all information will be there. Soon to open. You know, I suggest all the journalists and bloggers should visit that place
And
soon
tweeters.
as it opens.
All y'all tweeting niggas, Colbert, now it's like far out punjam.
Yeah.
Attend.
He's not a hip hop journalist though.
Yeah, but you should learn about it too.
He's a podcast. He's a podcast journalist.
He's a podcast journalist, but his captions sometimes are off key. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you need.
But that's
some of them have to be researched. Like you can't just
Yeah.
say.
It's clickbaiting. That's what I was saying. Like, taking Loot Love the song and connecting it to Loot
To
Love,
Loot Love. And the song has nothing to do with
and
Loot Love.
dragging Reason into that.
And the song has nothing to do with Loot Love.
You know
dog.
what I'm saying?
I don't know. I'm like, have you listened to the track?
So that's clickbaiting. You know what I'm saying?
Word
But
up.
yo, like we
We've lost the journalism.
we
in
we
hip-hop.
need to do better when it comes to.
What do you think we need? My bad, Slick. Do we need like more TV shows? Do we need a magazine again? Does hype need to?
No,
Does
we're
hype need to, like, turn
okay.
into
We're
a
okay
complex?
where we are. We can't go back. We're okay where we are in the digital world, but we just need to be factual and do research, thorough research. We need to like bring out facts, not rumors.
And that's the thing. Like, where do we pick up facts when this
To
hip hop thing?
people to people who are directly involved. I can't write about you without talking to you.
Facts.
Yeah,
Literally, that.
You know what I'm
My
saying?
thing is now, where we're at right now, hip hop is still so young that the history is still being documented, and only now it's being documented better.
yeah,
Like you're saying with the museum and things like that, we are able to follow where this thing comes from.
Yeah.
And we're documenting it right now by shooting podcasts and Sobering and all these other guys
Yeah.
who are doing a great job, right?
yeah.
When are we gonna get to the point where it's like what we're talking about is now the new knowledge that the kids need to take on? Because I think that's our responsibility right now.
Yeah.
Is that there's young people
Because
who need
history
to take this and go with it.
history doesn't stop happening. What we're talking about now, in the next minute or in the next hour, it's history. You know, what happened yesterday is history. So the thing is, you need to find people if you want to go back. Like, go to Amu, go to Selvin, go to Ramesh, go to Zakwe, ask them what was happening in 2010. why did Pro Kid sign with Gallo in 2004? Like, OGs, old school niggas are still there.
And they got the knowledge.
They got the knowledge.
That's what I'm saying. They are the school.
But do these journalists approach them?
Also, like, I don't want to put on the journalists. The OGs need to come tell us the stories, man. Like, they can't sit with these things and die with them. Like, we don't even know Jabba's story the way because he didn't get to tell it.
Yeah.
So, as much as you're right, the journalists should be reaching out to these guys because they are the ones who want to document.
Yeah.
Which is us, I guess. You and I, then, masterclass, need to reach out to these homies so that the only way you can learn about SA hip hop is through the masterclass, is through us speaking to. You know Amu's story.
Yeah.
You know, you told us Mischief's story.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's hip hop history documented right here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I think the more of that people can do, the more we can have proper hip hop journalism to the point where we can start writing articles again. You know, not out of our ass.
And then with that, we can be able to have the documentaries,
which we need.
the series,
So many
the
stories,
movies.
Machi.
You know what I'm saying? If everything is done right.
Do we have a SA hip hop movie, Doug?
As a hip hop movie.
Like we've never told the SA hip hop story in a movie format. Nah? Like we don't have a Notorious, you know?
Yeah.
Or that Park movie which was Pop.
No, we only have documentaries. We don't have a movie.
A movie where we're like, yo, this man is playing double HP.
No, we don't have that yet.
You think we'll get there?
Eventually it will, yeah.
You think so?
Yeah, it will.
But it's a slow process, right?
It's a slow process.
I mean, you there at SABC.
A slow process is better than no process.
Nah, dog, fuck that shit. That's some old school mentality. Don't know, we're moving now. It's microwave boys type shit.
Nah,
like,
never
we don't
there.
have time to.
Never there.
I'm saying you're in the spot, dog. Like you're about to open one mic, right?
Yeah.
Which means you've got connects at the broadcast, at the national broadcaster. Are they not even looking for some shit like that?
It's you'll never know until you pitch.
Is there like a pitch season, or you just rock up, knock on a nigga's door? How does it work?
No, you must go to the website, get the brief book for that year, what they're looking for, and then find an angle and pitch.
What if I've got like a rock star idea, like a really dope movie idea? Can I not just rock up without having seen the brief? And who do I speak to?
The commissioning editor. For every channel, it's the commissioning editor that approves these things.
Whether there's a brief or not. I'm just saying if my idea is $1 million type shit.
Yeah.
Right?
The thing is, now, nobody wants to read a proposal of 200 pages. You know, you need to shoot a pilot and come.
And proof
sit
of concept.
down with me, let's watch it.
And then I'm like, nigga, I'm signing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody has time to.
You're not
It's
reading my
like
script.
you're taking me back to school, reading 200 pages.
You're not going to read my script sheet.
No, I'm not gonna read your shit. I wanna see your shit in action.
All right, that's a lesson for everyone to learn. Stop writing scripts, just go shoot this thing.
Yeah.
Give them a proof of concept.
Yeah, pilot. The whole episode.
And then I can knock on someone's door at
Yeah.
SABC.
And say, here's my presentation, this is what I have.
Give me 15 minutes of your time.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to try that. Masterclass is definitely going to try that. All right, let's close it up. Journalism is dead, officially, thanks to niggas like Colbert.
It still has a chance though. It's still I'm very hopeful. We haven't died, can't die before we have hip hop documentaries on Netflix and hip hop series on Netflix.
Yeah.
We still have a lot to do before it dies.
Word up, man. Let's free period.
Let's
period.
get serious for the free period. And drop a link in the comments cause we hearing
We
it.
have Flex Van Doom from the Val.
Flex Van Doom.
Yeah.
What you think of the boy?
He's too nice. He's too dope.
I knew you'd say that.
I remember-
He's actually your kind of artist.
I remember he invited me to his listening session. It was in Bram. Listened to the whole album. It was a dope album, you know. But it was too long. I think it was 18 songs.
Damn, yeah.
Yeah, artists still do that.
Of course, man.
18 songs.
I listened to that album you're talking about.
Yeah.
And it was an easy listen, because he's nice with it.
Yeah, he's nice.
But there were songs I was like, hey, skip. Obviously because he's up and coming, still working hard on his craft.
Yeah.
I think up and coming in terms of blowing up into the
Yeah,
game.
yeah.
Not in
of
terms
flow.
of not in terms of like he's young. No, I'm just saying like for him to have that hit single, he's almost there.
Yeah, no, he's almost there. And soon, because when you listen to the album, there's like different styles. You know, I think soon he's gonna find his identity
Okay,
and stick to it.
now I hope so, man.
Yeah.
Big shout out to Flex.
Shout out to
Love
Flex.
your work, man. Hopefully, when we do, we're hoping and praying, crossing fingers that we get the venue. That end of April, we will do Hip Hop Sunday and we'll book the homie to come.
That's
through.
for sure.
There's
That's
a couple
for sure.
of artists actually that have been hitting me up saying that, yo, you guys just talk about us and then we want to come perform and y'all ain't been doing the event.
Yeah,
for
it's
a
gonna
minute.
happen now in April. We're gonna be back at it.
And you know us, bro. When we do it,
We do it big.
nobody does it like. I see niggas be throwing their parties. Big shout out to the homies at Pop Off Saturdays and whatnot. I was there as well.
Yeah, yeah.
Lot of young artists. It was like really cool to see homies do their thing, you know, and still love the craft. But I'm like, yo, when Hip Hop Sundays come through, y'all gonna be
You know
there
what I
too.
mean? So yeah, shout out to Flex, man. 016, we see you.
Word up, man. Producer.
Producer.
You had the producer for this week.
Who do we have? Oh, we have Zadok.
What can we say about that nigga though?
What can you say about Zadok?
I mean, he gave us probably his production on Mega's last album.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Is probably his best work.
Mm-hmm.
And you're only as good
Mass
as your last.
Country.
You know what I mean? You're only as good as your last game.
Yeah, I think that was a major put on for him.
Huge.
He shouldn't look back.
He needs to ride this.
He
this wave
shouldn't
now.
look back. Like, go up and up, go big.
You know, and for me, I feel like the longer people listen to Mass Country, the more they start to like it, myself included.
Yeah,
You know, first couple of listens, we spoke about it. when
yeah, we
did the
spoke
review.
about it.
But now that I've had more time to sit with it and see everybody else's reaction,
Yeah,
and I'm like, yo, y'all actually really, really dig this album, you know? And I'm
Yeah.
like, yo, Zadok did this beat, he did that, yo, he
Yeah.
did that. I'm like, yo, and people don't know him.
people don't know
They
him,
don't have the kid.
but now they do because Trip is showing him right now.
I hope so, Trippy. Make sure you play his shit, not Mass Country.
You know what I mean?
Big shout out to Zadok, dog.
Yeah, Zadok, we see you.
Word, my nigga.
Keep doing your thing.
If I ever need a diss track, I'm probably gonna hit you up, cuz. I mean, cuz that's what we do out here on the
Alright,
Plus.
alright.
Huh? We do diss tracks, don't we?
No, we address the situation.
Sure. A state of, what did you say? Public service announcement.
Yeah, we address the situation.
And the crazy thing is, right, everybody is waiting to hear what your true thoughts about it are. And I want you to only speak about it on episode 87.
Okay.
I want you to, because I'm hoping within the week there'll be replies. Like someone's going to come say some shit to you. I'm hoping. I'm hoping you get your bag.
I don't
hoping-
think I'm gonna get a reply because like at the
What's
end
up,
of it I
what's
said no. I said because I wasn't name dropping.
No,
At the end
you
of
don't
it
have
I
to.
said if the shoe fits, wear that shit.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So they're all gonna act like the shoe doesn't fit them.
So it's not just one person you're dissing.
I'm not dissing, I'm addressing.
Oh,
Let's
one.
get that right.
Yeah.
yeah.
Boom rapper, can you please reply to that shit? Because I know he says he's not speaking to one specific person.
I
So
addressed
next
a lot.
week-
I addressed a lot of people.
That's what I'm saying.
I even addressed Zakwe, my homie. I even addressed him.
He's gonna reply.
Yeah.
Zach, don't let it slide, my boy. Don't let it slide. Aye, shit. Aye,
Okay, let's.
We're gonna be testing your ability now
Uh-huh.
for composure. Because you're gonna have to reply. It's gonna be a back and forth here.
I'm ready, dog. I'm ready,
You
dog.
got pause, waiting.
Not waiting. They can't wait if you don't know what somebody's gonna say.
Let's
That's why
review.
it's called a reply.
Let's review, boys.
Yeah. It's PdotO, son of Nomsa, SON, son
SON.
son of Nomsa.
Yeah, man. Shout out to P Dot because
I think PdotO is like the hardest working rapper. I think like in a year we review about 4 albums, collabs. him with Black Glass,
Yeah,
him
like,
alone
no
again,
no one.
him with Chad the Don. Hey,
I feel
this
like we
nigga works,
We
bro.
should sign that nigga.
That
we
nigga
know everything
works.
about P-Dot.
Ew, that nigga works, bro.
Big shout out to him, dog. My mom's name is also Nomsa.
Uh-huh.
So I appreciated that in some of the songs in the album. What is it, 13 track?
Yeah, 13 track.
This one for me was different, bruh.
How different was it?
It wasn't the typical P-Dot.
Mm-hmm.
Young son. Maybe in the story of telling the story of him and Sis Nomsa, fair.
Yeah.
But in terms of the sound of the album,
Yeah.
it had different sounds. He tried to rope in, the trap type feel as well in a couple of tracks.
I think this is the most radio friendly album he's ever made.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so too. Like, I think this time he really tried. He really tried to be like, you know what? I know I can rap.
Yeah.
We all know, we've reviewed everything
Yeah.
that he raps.
Yeah.
And now he was like, okay, I'll rap on a couple of songs for y'all. But let me give you guys some
He's got
music
nothing
that
to
I
prove.
think-
He's got when it comes to raps, he's got nothing to prove.
Yeah.
We all
You can
know
hear
that
in
he's
shit,
he's top 5.
We
You
all
know what I
know
mean?
this.
Yeah.
Lyricist-
So now he was giving us music.
He tried with this one.
Yeah.
He tried with this one.
You know-
I'll be honest and I won't say that in his efforts to give us that, it was the best effort. I do feel like, yes, there are some things songs you could have left out, songs you could have done better on.
Musically, I like it.
Yeah.
Shout out to Tasha Hendricks. I know she did a lot of work on this project.
Shout out to Tasha.
You know what I mean?
I like the joint with Youngster.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's track 2 or 3. I
You
like
know.
the song with Youngster and the other homies that he introduced us to. There's a couple of homies there. I just forgot their names.
Let me just check the playlist.
He's got a few people that I've never heard of
There's
before.
Caesar Bantu.
Angmazi.
There's Mali D.
I don't know that nigga. But I liked what they added to that album.
Yeah.
So for me, I do love the fact that P-Dot didn't boom bap and backpack for us and just give us what he usually, Nas type shit. And he tried something different on this one. I do like that he did that. I just think that he can do it better. And as long as he keeps giving us music and practicing it, he's going to get so good to the point where he will have that single or that EP or that album that's...
Yeah, I like this album. It's something you can drive by. Not drive-by shooting.
Too soon, dog. Too soon.
It's something you can listen to in your ride. What's wrong with you, dog?
I thought you can't say that, bruh. It's not something you can drive. Not drive by.
Yeah, like
Drive
drive-by.
to.
Yeah.
Drive while listening to.
Yes. it's complicated. Just drive by.
Just drive.
Make
man.
it
Just drive,
easy.
drive,
Yeah.
drive. And play that song.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
I got you. Rating?
I'm giving it 8 out of 10.
I'm going to give it an 8 as well. I'm going to give it an 8. Big shout out to P-Dot.
Big shout out to
And I'm
P-Dot.
only giving it an 8 just off the basis that he tried something, dog. Like, I would have given it a 6.
I'm saying he did it. He didn't try. I'm saying he did it.
He did it, you're right.
Yeah, he did it.
do it. I
Yeah.
mean, the album is out, so
Yeah.
big shout out, man.
Shout out
13
to
track
P-Dot.
piece, Son of Nomsa. Big shout out to all Bosis Nomsa, Santanda Nonke. Fucked up.
Away, Boma old lady.
Fucked up.
We out of here.
Peace. Boom. Next week.
Like, subscribe, and tell your whole street. Load this next episode with love for the whole team. Yeah, let's get serious.